Hello and welcome back to another episode of my Calmsden farm let's play. So we've been busy after our canola harvest, and this morning we were up at 5 to get our bales wrapped, taken to the biogas, so they're in a big queue of bales that we have up there, which I'll show you later. And we got the field just finished off limed and sprayed with fertilizer this morning. Then I jumped in the case to get this header, our 28 foot header here, which we're going to sell with the trailer, and we're going to get a 41 foot header so that we can do our oat field a little bit faster and make a bigger swath for our straw. We get this sold, and then we shall take it up to the oat field, and then we'll get the harvester taken up there. So that'll be us for the start of our job list. I do have other things that we need to get done today as well, but this is the beginning. So we're getting a lot more than I thought for that. That's 38,000 for that. We will take that. Get this repainted to get the money out, and 5, that's 643. We shall take that. Headers. Right. That's what we've had. And we are going all the way up to this one. And we want to buy it. And we're going to need this trailer as well. I've just realised that I don't have the combine down here to load this up. Not a smart move. Right, I think I'll get someone from the shop to load that for us. So I will see is at the oat field once we get this all delivered there. So that's us made it to the field. I took the case back to get hooked up to the grain trailer. Couldn't find my words there. So this might have an effect on our power, so I did go and get this fixed. The combine does just fit into our garage, get sorted. Just want to make sure I have our straw swath on. I think we're going to go uphill first. There we go. I'm not sure if I'll have to do 2 rounds or not. Like we used to do 2 rounds with 28 foot. So that's like a 56 feet sort of headland area for turning. Now this is going to give us a 41 foot, which is quite a big jump. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do 1 or 2 rounds, but we will see. Because I do want to leave the worker to do it once we do the 2, because I want to get hooked up to a new mulcher that I've been looking at. And we need to get the grain mill put in place. So I am going to get this done. Probably going to get a full load actually, so yeah, because we're at almost, we're pushing 30% and we've not really done that much. So the yields are looking very good. Right, we'll get this cracked out and see you in a bit. So I think I'm going to stick with a one-time round. I'm just going to pick a point to start cutting in up here, but I do need to get this emptied, so I need to get the trailer brought back around. Oh, that's a big hump. I think I'll just pick like here to start cutting in, but we will get the trailer to get this load emptied into it. So the bigger header makes it much faster to go around. You're cutting in so much more, so you're filling up a lot faster, which is good. So that's almost 2 full loads just from one round. So what we need to do now, because we're going to fill up quite fast, is we do really need to get this grain mill put in place. So we can start doing things, essentially tipping straight into that, just to save us putting it in a silo straight away. So probably need to see how much capacity it has and things and what else it needs. But yeah, that's the idea anyway, to get the grain mill done now so we can start producing our flour. Okay, so we just cut in a bit. We'll leave the worker to go. This is kind of following the lines of the field. If he goes left or right, it's not a problem because we do have several big areas to go. So yeah, we'll leave the worker to go and we'll try and get this grain mill put in place. So the flour mill or grain mill that we're going for is actually one that's classed as Modernized. So you do actually have to put diesel into it. So we might have to put a diesel tank down here as well, just so we can bulk buy it and load it in. So now we just need to try and find an area that we can put it in that isn't like cutting up this field too much. So that's like where we tip it. That's going to be... Can put it there. Is that going to look okay? I'm going to have to flatten the ground, I think, next to it, because we have made quite an indent. I think that's going to work best, just because it's kind of tucked in. We can get all this sorted with some landscaping. I'll get that started right now. Okay, so we now have our flour mill. The landscaping wasn't great, because we had to cut in because it's on quite a hill where I wanted to put it. Like we do have this bit, so they have a kind of sharp edge. Not 100% happy with it, but it kind of works because you just kind of back into here and drop off, so you don't need to drive all the way through. And then I've got this hump that I cannot get rid of. But again, pallets just get stored here, so we should be able to just drive past and pick them up anyway. And then we have a diesel tank that I just installed. Yeah, so this area is all kind of opened up for us. We don't need any access anywhere else on this. So yeah, and then the next thing we're going to do is our bakery, which is probably going to sit up here. Again, we need some more money for that. This was just to get our flour started. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's just a bit annoying that we've got these little lumps. I'm not the best with the landscaping. I've not had enough real practice with it. But I think it kind of works for that sort of step here. We just need to see what we do and where we put the bakery. Whether we put it up on the hillside here and try and work it in. Or I think it would maybe work here, but it would be, yeah, we'd have to do some again, more landscaping. Yeah. Pretty happy with that, and now we just need to look at getting this thing filled up. So this is our first load, we're almost full after doing that, so I'm just taking it back to the grain mill so that we can get our first load in, and then we can see what else we need. I think we do need to buy a container or a tanker for our diesel to get transported to it. I've not actually looked at what's all needed for the production. I just wanted to get this put into it so we can actually look to see what else we need. I'm going this way because I can cut up field 10, which actually, because we own it now, we can drive across it, and that'll save us some time as opposed to going the other way. Okay, it's quite bumpy to get over this, but it works. You just work on smoothing it out over time, I think. It's that bump next to the door, but it's just a bit... Yeah, I can't seem to get it down. I'll have a look to see what I can do to sort it. Yeah, it does look good when you drive in. And we need our bakery. Also, we looked at doing a dairy as well at some point, so... If we're wanting to do cake, we're going to have a sugar mill as well. Okay, I'll get this back to fields, and then we'll have a look at what we need for our production. So just jumped into the New Holland, so we can go to the greenhouse area and see what else. There we are, going to need diesel, so I just need to get a tanker. Whether we lease it or buy it, I'm not... That was very much oversteer. Whether we lease it or buy it, I'm not too sure. But we'll get down there and we'll see what needs to go in. Oh, I forgot to actually show you what goes into it. So if we're putting oats in, we also need diesel. But what we do get out of it is we get a good bit of flour. So it's like more flour than what you put in of oats essentially, in terms of volume. And then we also get chaff, which we can make silage from. So we're probably going to have to either invest in a silo or look at what we can do with that to make some silage. I know there are upright silos that are like a production chain that we could get, which might be an option. Or we just get a standard silage silo that we can put it into, roll it and then deliver it. We'll have a look and see what we can do with it. But yeah, that's a nice little bonus as an extra bit. So yeah, we'll get down there and we'll get some diesel put in so that we can start it up. Diesel options are limited. Maybe I should have looked at downloading another mod, but we're just going to power through for now. This is the only option I've really got, other than like a huge tanker. So we're just going to lease and then sort of max out what we can do with it. So that's not too bad to lease. Yeah, I'll need to look at possible other options. Depends how much this can hold. So we might just like brim the whole production thing with diesel just so we've got tons in it. So we don't have to lease this up often. This tractor oversteers with me driving it. Probably me more than the tractor, I'll admit that. Okay, this will take quite a while to fill up, so this might be many trips. Yeah, we'll let it get filled and then we'll just keep topping up this production with that. It might cost us quite a lot in diesel, but it's a payment that we're just going to have to make anyway, so we may as well just do it all at once. So this is our second load. I'm going to put it in the production. I don't know how much it goes through, so I was thinking I just put 2 loads in now, and then we can put the other ones in our silo down at the cowshed. Just in case we get like there's a contract that pays well, or we can, just so we got some flexibility with it. So we've put 1 load of diesel in. It works out about 27-28% of whatever we have in oats we need in diesel. So for 60,000 we're going to need to put like 17,000-18,000, so it'll be like 2 loads in. So we'll get the second one in. But I'm just going to activate this so that we are starting production. But no, we don't have enough money yet for our bakery because it's 100,000. But we should have that once we start to sell some of our silage at the biogas, which is continually sort of going through the motions. So that's the second load of diesel done. Just to tip it in, which is a lot faster than it filling. So the production facility is running. We are getting through stuff already, which is pretty good. It has got quite a high cycle, so yeah, we should have quite a bit of flour by the time we get enough money for our bakery. So I'm just going to do another load just to get us a little bit ahead, in case we put another load in here. Just 'cause it takes so long to do, and we've paid already for the lease on this, so we may as well get it done. So this is the third load of diesel we're putting in. I'm going to leave the tanker here, and I'm going to take the New Holland back to the farm to pick up the mulcher, to then bring it back to get possibly a new mulcher. But we'll look at the new mulcher first before we do all that, in case it doesn't work for this tractor. Basically it's wider and it has a higher running speed. That is why I was looking to get it, because I think the price is similar to the one we've got. So this is what we have. 5.6, 11 miles an hour, and it costs 21,000. Now, I think it's this one, isn't it? What's that one? Well, that does 10 meters at 12 miles an hour. Quite a good option. I guess, see, this one does 21 miles an hour. You do need 150, but I think our New Holland might be able to pull that. I think we'll actually just buy it now, and then get rid of the other mulcher next time we come back down. So I'm going to go and get this started, or taken anyway, to the main farm. Not sure we'll start it right now. I want to go and check on where our harvester's at as well. Okay, so we have got our harvester there emptied. Now we need to see if this will actually let us pull this. Hoping it does. Oh yeah, that's not bad at all. Right, we can get this field started with the mulching then. So that's the mulcher set off in our, what was a canola field. So this is going to be another full load for us to take to the cow shed, and then we'll get the harvester set off again. Not got too much to go, so we should be able to get this finished fairly soon, and then get the baler in. Let's come over to the sheep field because we have another 20 of these to sell. No, it doesn't get us much, but it does help a little bit, and it keeps them from eating so much food. So the mulcher is going well, and the harvest is going well, so we should be finished that soon so we can get the baler onto the field. So we just got a little last strip to do with the harvester here, and I think there's a little patch we missed as you come in. Yeah, and then that's us done with harvesting. Not been too bad. I'm not sure how much we actually got, if I'm honest. So we have 63 there, and we had 6, that's 120. Then whatever we've got maybe another 20 something at least, so that's like 140 of oats, which is pretty damn good. Now, I'm still not set if all of it is going to get made into straw or not. Not straw, all of it's getting made into flour or not. We just need to see. I'm thinking I might need to take some silage bales to sell so that we can get our bakery. I don't think overnight we're going to make that much from the silage and the biogas. So we might need to take a load just to get some extra cash flow so we can buy some more production facilities. Okay, I'll just nip over and get this last little slither bit done. And then we'll get to returning all of this to the main farm and getting our baler here. So I am going to use the windrow on the front of the baler just because we've got some really big bits here and there to get thingied up, and I just don't want it clogging up in the baler essentially. So if we use the windrow, it'll help kind of narrow it and help for the baler hopefully, or that's the idea. So yeah, I'll see you once I get the baler here. So we're now hooked up with the baler and our windrow. Not sure how I'm actually planning to attack this. We normally go around the outsides first, so we might just go with that for now and see how it goes. I've left the bales the same size as we normally have them for the silage 220, just because I had like half a bale in and I didn't know if it was going to change or not, so it doesn't really make too much difference. But yeah, we'll get this finished off. Our other tractor is mulching away pretty well. It didn't do as good a job as theirs I thought it might do, but hey-ho, it was asking a lot. So our other tractor's doing pretty well on the mulching. It says about 60% done, which is great. We'll do this for a bit and hopefully get it all done and dusted quite quickly. It does go quite fast, this one. You're going at 10-11 miles an hour and there's not many rows to do. There is a lot, but it's not like ridiculous. It's not like the last time we done this with the circle baler. That was very tedious. Yeah, we'll get cracking on. So I'm 92% for this last bale, so I'm just trying to like get a full one. It might take a little bit of time. I'm not sure how many bales we've actually made. It does seem like quite a few though. We'll check that once we're done. So once we get this finished, I'm going to jump in the mulcher and get that field done. And then that'll be it for this episode. Now on the next episode, I'm not 100% sure. So I'm just going to get this bale finished and then we're going to jump into the mulcher to get that field done and dusted, and then that'll be us for this episode. Got excited there, I thought it was 8,000 and I see it's only 96%. I was like, damn it. Must be 8.5 or 8,200 or something silly. There we go, that's what we wanted. Right. And right, now we can get this returned and get in the mulcher. So even though we went around twice, we still missed little bits at the bottom, so we just got those done, and then I just need to get this little bit done as well. And there's a few other, I think that's the main bits up to the left is what we've got to do really. But this goes rather quick, so it shouldn't take us long at all. So I'll have a look up here to see if we missed any bits on the top side as well, because we did seem to miss, yeah we have. I'll do a quick blitz down that way. And then we can just see if we've missed anything else. Doesn't look like we've missed anything else, it's just that bit. We can check on the map after, but yeah, it looks like we've got the main bits all checked off and done. Right, let's get back to finishing this. So yeah, this mulcher is a lot more efficient than the other one. Obviously it's a bit wider, like 4 and a bit meters wider, but the fact you're going at like 22 miles an hour is ridiculously good. Like there's that other 10 meter one that is the same speed as the one we had, so that would even be double what we could do. But this is about 3 or 4 times as much as what we would do in the other one, which is insane. I don't actually know how fast people mulch in real life. That is this field all mulched. We will get on to the next fields in the next episode, but we do need to pick up all the bales. Not sure where we're going to store all the bales. Maybe at the biogas plant, we'll see. Yeah, that's everything for today. So if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. You can subscribe as well if you wish. And I will see you again next week. So hope you all have a good week. And I'll see you there. Bye.